This is Meri at the.meri.atelier, and I am out today trying to get some urban sketching done. I'm still wrestling with my setup. I've tried a couple different ways now, and I've got the sun shining in on me. But we're going to go ahead and do some urban sketching. Now, this is what I'm going to sketch. Let me zoom in. This is what I'm going to urban sketch. Yeah. Yeah. How cool is that? I'm at a county museum. There's really nobody around. It's a weekday, and I think the museum might even be closed. But this is on the outside, and there's kind of like an alleyway going through there. And I'm parked out on the street. So we're going to try to get this sketched. So you're going to go for a ride around, around, around. Here's my sketchbook, and I'm hoping, let's see, wait a minute, I need to zoom out here. All right, around, around, and I'm hoping that you're going to be able to see my sketchbook. I'm putting this through some rubber bands up here. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're going to try this. You'll see some sunshine. I've got kind of like a little blanket under this on my lap. Let me turn this just a little, maybe you can see it a little better. And I'm using a Staedtler pen to sketch with. It's a pigment liner, but I'm using just to sketch with. And I kind of have to bend down to see past my rear view mirror and everything, but I can do that. So I'm going to try, hopefully, to pay just a little bit more of attention to my sketch. And I should say this is an unlisted stream, so there should be nobody coming in on this. I can't watch chat because my phone is way up above and I'm seated down. So let's see, we're going to start here. And I'm hoping that you can see this well enough while I'm sketching. We'll see. I'll check it when I get home and download it and see or I might not download this. If I get good enough with this, what I like about doing these unlisted streams are I don't have to worry about having video card. This goes straight out to YouTube. So I don't have to worry about that. Now I want to be a little bit more thoughtful about my sketch today than I was yesterday with the courthouse. If I can. So this is, well, I guess it would be the front part of the caboose, which is the in part of the train. And it has kind of like some little windows up here where you always see can't call him a conductor. He might be a conductor in the back. Now there's a lot of sunshine here, and even though this is a nice spring day, I have the windows down because it's very hot in his car. The sun is beating down on me, but I want to sketch. And this is probably a little smaller. And let's see, this comes way out over this way. Like that. Down this way. Now I am sketching in my, I'm sketching on watercolor paper that's in my April journal. So I'm having to hold my journal while I'm sketching. There's a pole coming down this way. Looks like, when they jump on the train. This is like kind of like the steps here. I can't see too much of them. They kind of come down this way. We'll just imagine them here. They kind of have a triangular setup here. Like that. And then there's another one. This actually extends out. And if I hit the camera with my head, I'm very sorry. It's almost in the same position where I'm at my desk where I always hitting the camera with my head. Okay, so we've got the little window up here. And you have to remember, this is a parked caboose. This is not out on the track. This is at a county museum. And there's really a fence in here. And I can't see a lot of what's going on the underneath. I just see I see some shadow. It looks like it's up on top of a railroad track here. But I can't see it too well because of the fence post. But I'm going to put some wheels there. It's kind of dark in there. And there's no graffiti painted on this. But there is a big Burlington Northern logo. It's got the N here. The N coming this way and this way. And this way. Well, that's really thicker. That way. And then this is all a big old B. Like this. So that's the Burlington Northern. I don't know what the P means here, but there's a P. Or that could be a door handle. I think that's a door handle. I think this is a door of sorts. I'm not sure what that is. It's too far away for me to see. Looks like some sort of a handle or a P. I'm not sure. And then it's got the words Burlington B-U-L-L-I-N-G. Now I went on stream a few minutes earlier and I did go live and I showed you what I got in the mail today. Cheryl was the only one who popped in. There must have been somebody else streaming. I did not check. But I knew I wasn't going to be on for just a few minutes, so I just could not wait to open that envelope. Burlington. And this says Northern. And I'm just going to fast sketch it in here. T-H-E-R-N. E. So thank you, Cheryl, for coming. R-N. Burlington Northern. And let's see, there's kind of a window going on here. I don't know what's inside of these cabooses. Could it just be a place where the railroad personnel meet? I know the caboose is usually the last car on the train, but it must just be a place where the railroad personnel have their coffee breaks, maybe? Could that be the purpose? I mean, what they do? I know the purpose of a caboose is the last car on the train, but okay, it comes like that. And now I actually get a better view of the back over here. Let's draw this down here like that. It's kind of at an angle, my train is. And it's got some wheels in here. Whoops, my wheels over there are way up. Well, let's move those down. I can take care of that. I'll paint that out. Oops. And it's got a wheel there. This will be all in shadow underneath. And then there's another wheel here and here. And this actually extends out to about to there. And then there's the back kind of comes this way. And then there's some bars. And this is another step up over here. I'll make it down just a little bit further. Some steps. And then that kind of angles too. And then there's bars going up here. And there's a window here. And there's a light here, kind of like a little lantern light. And some sort of a little window or vent going up here. And then there's the other end of the caboose, and there's a ladder going up to the top. There's all sorts of shenanigans going on over here. I can't see because the fence is in the way. I imagine that's where it hooks to the next rail car over here. And the ladder is here. And we're just going to put some bars here. And it hooks up to the top of the caboose there, and there's a kind of like a light going there. Oh, it's not such a bad caboose. Let's see what I have here. That really makes sense because that's a pretty high step up here from the ground, and then there's tracks coming here. Tracks coming there. And there's kind of like there's these two windows, and then there's kind of like a little vent area in here. A kid could probably tell me more about what's inside of this caboose and it's got some numbers here, 10351. And it's got another little area here. I don't know what it is. And this is the top of it there. Ha! I actually wish that that fence wasn't in the way. I wish I could see more of it. There's machinery going on underneath. Let's put the track on here. More track coming there. We'll just make the tracks go clear across the page. And actually this extends out, and then the roof comes into the end of the caboose, comes kind of like that. That's not too bad. Part of it is I'm uncomfortable. I don't know what's going on with my phone. It's hot. The light's shining. I don't know what you guys are seeing. I've got to get better at this setup for my urban sketch. But I won't get better at it until I get out and actually do some. So you're going to see sunshine on this. Sometimes I will take a paper sack and put, here comes the truck, put over the window, and that was shaded off. Sorry about the noise. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm just getting started with my urban sketching escapades for this year, so you're going to see a lot more. I almost wish I could leave my motor running, but I don't think that's a good idea. I'm just going to, there's not a cloud in the sky today, so I'm just going to paint it blue. And paint it blue in here. I am using Winsor Newton, the half pan set. I've had it, well, so I brought it home from Wisconsin, so I've been here about 3 years, so my watercolors are about 3 years old. What are you seeing here? I guess you're seeing my pad. You see the entire pad? And, of course, it's more of a dirty green than that. Might have to mix some brown with that. Green. Oops. Getting my cord. You know, and I should plug my phone in. It's not charging. Let me plug my phone in here. You might see the phone bump a little. Let me plug in the charger if I can. Oh, there. Oh dear. Now my cord's in the way, but at least my phone is charging. I'm going to mix some green and brown watercolor. I might look to see if I can get another camera like a GoPro or something. Well, that's more the color that I want. Depending how expensive they are to go out urban sketching. I don't know. I don't do that much urban sketching anymore, so I don't know if I want to invest in that or not. Let's put some more brown in that green. I'm mixing a brown and a green here. And these colors will dry lighter. So my N actually comes inside of the B here. So it's Burlington Northern. And then that Burlington Northern is in white, but I'm going to paint it out. And actually, what I need is some darker color down in here because my... I sketched my... Yeah, let me fix this. Cord is in my way. You're going to see the phone wiggle a little. The cord is in the way. I wish I could see what you're seeing. But I can't, so I'll just keep on painting here. Let's mix some of that with the brown and the... Yeah. And then this area underneath is more of a brownish black color. Let's see if I can't get a just, oh, that's still green. And you know, I'm just kind of blocking it in with my brush. I'm still using this brush with the, it's not the water brush, it's a watercolor brush, but it's not the ones that have the barrel with the watercolor. Now there's a lot of shadow going on here, and some ground in here. And we're gonna make it yellow ochre with some touches of green. And actually under here you can still kind of see green out in here, and green kind of in there of the ground. And yeah, I'm still not comfortable. This cord is in my way. I need to tape it up or something. Oh dear. That's the joy of going out urban sketching. You know, you just, when you're trying to film, I'm going to switch to a sketchy one now. And let's go in and let's do the back of the train here. And it's actually got some shadow going on in here. So I'm making it kind of a dirty yellow ochre color right in there. And this will actually dry. It will dry lighter than what it is. And then that extends over this way. It kind of comes over this way and extends way across there. Oops, sorry if I hit the phone. I'm still not comfortable, as you can tell. But I'm never going to get the setup worked out if I don't go out and figure out what I need. Now, this is all kind of a brownish gray in here. And get a little bit of this in there. So this is kind of a brownish gray shadow in here. Now I can get better detail with this type of, I don't have water. This is a Pentel water brush, and it's got those plastic bristles, and I can get better detail with it. But I love how the natural brushes, or the synthetic brushes, I can't even call them natural because they're not natural. They do a better job on large areas, in my opinion. Okay, so I need, when I go shopping next, that'll happen tomorrow, hopefully, I need to pick up some white watercolor, and I am using white to mix a gray color here that I'm going to put in on the windows. So if somebody tells you you don't need white, don't listen to them, because if you do a lot of mixing and all of that, you'll want white. Just like this, I want grays in here. And I don't see a gray on my palette. Oops. Sorry if I bumped the camera. I'll put a darker gray around in here. I'll put some grays in here in the kind of the window area in here on all of these. And I could even mix some green with that gray. Make it a grayish brown here. Oops, that's not the color I want. Yeah. So I'm just out having fun. As far as I know, I'm still live. I'll give it a couple of splotches of pretty green in here just to remind it that it was once a pretty green caboose. Some dark blue, black, green. Yeah. You can see the sun is probably hitting this pretty bad up here. I'm sorry about that. I can't do anything about the sunshine. Yeah, that kind of comes down that way. Now, let's go back to this black. Mix a lot of brown with it. And I have dirty watercolor. I know I do because I mix with my brushes. We're going to go put some more shadow underneath of the tracks here. Where the wheels are. I mean, this entire area is, you can't see what's going on underneath of that. And then, let's see. Over in this area, there's a lot of dark. Something going on over here with the steps and dark area in here. And I can't see it because the fence is in the way. Now I want some more blue. Let me show you where. I want some blue in here. I want some blue right in there. Now I'm going to come back in with black in there, so that doesn't matter. I need some blue in here too for the sky. And I'll tell you, there's hardly a cloud in the sky. And so we're just going to... Yeah. I see I'm going to have to get more of that pretty blue. That's a beautiful blue. And let's go with the green underneath of here, extending out over into the grassy areas. Okay. I can't see what you're seeing. I'm hoping you're seeing it. And then there's the track coming this way. And let's go with black, maybe some dark blue, and some brown again. And I'm going to put these bars in. And the steps, just kind of stair-stepping down. Kind of like that. And the same thing over here. Let's see, this is the end of my so it's not easy to get the setup here and be aware of where I'm at and what I'm doing and be concerned about YouTube going off on me. Now let's go back to my ink pen here. I think I'm going to go to one of my my R2 pens. I got this kind of a setup going on here. And it's got some wires. And I will remind you that this is a sketch. It's not meant to be a painting. It's meant to be an urban sketch. So I do go back in with my ink pens and detail it a little bit more. See, this train comes clear off over in there. It comes that way. There is a light there. And this comes down. And let's see, let's just make some steps coming down this way. And then there's a window in here. And there's a light here. And there are lines around these windows, defining them. And then, as I said, I lose track of everything that's in here. I'm just kind of put some pieces there, and I sort of lose track of what's going on with the wheels because the fence is in the way. I know there's some wheels there, train wheels. As I get better at this, now I'm thinking when I do my sketching in May, I probably will not sketch directly in my journal. I will probably sketch on watercolor paper and insert it into my journal. It's not easy sketching into the journal, the entire journal, because I'm having to hold everything. So that's another thing to consider as I go. Let's detail this Burlington Northern B here. This is the N. And this is the B. That's their logo. And this is actually in white. Let's see. I'm going to go back to my dirty brown and black and green. You're hearing some noise going on in the background. Dirty brown and green here, because see how that dried lighter in there? This is actually much darker. I could probably even add some blues and blacks in that. This whole area is much darker. This whole area is in shadow. Brush a little wetter. And then this area here is much darker because it's underneath. Yeah. And then there's probably some shadow going on up at the top here too. Oops. So this is just a function of going outside and sketching. Now it's got a shadow coming on down in here, so let's do that. There's a shadow coming down in here. Part of the train shadow coming in down in there. And there's the track. I don't know if I can get that track on there again. Yeah. Am I still live? I think I am. You're just gonna draw big old black lines in there for the track, so you get the idea. And there's a lot of grass area going on up in here, grass and green, and there's shadow going on in here. And what you're seeing right here is the bottom of my page. Now, I am going to go back into this blue with my brush, and I'm going to just add some more blue in there. It just needs it. Just kind of spoosh it in there. I like a lot of color on my pages. I'm one for the color. I'm kind of liking this. Let's put some blues in here. In the windows, in this areas. Yeah. I'm liking it. And then of course there's trees going on over in here. I don't know if I can get those in there without. Yeah. Too much trouble. And we'll put some over in here too. Just these are imaginary trees over here. Okay. Heat this down a little. Well, I'm pretty happy with it now. Only thing I'm not happy with is I need some more of this shadow going on up in here. Yeah, if I can get more yellow ochre in. I think I put some black in there. Let's see if I can't get some more shadow going on in here. It kind of comes down that way. Yeah. And just for the fun of it, I'm gonna put some in here too. Yeah, I got too much water on my brush. Not enough pigment. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. For a fast sketch and an uncomfortable day. Yeah. So I'm going to call this done. I'm just going to keep trying my urban sketching. Meridel Abrams. And today is 4/16/19. We'll put train, caboose, play center, museum. Yeah, I know I could do a lot more to this. I feel like I could do more. Maybe it needs a little touch of red on those lights, maybe. Get some red on my brush and give it a touch of red on the lights. I don't see any place else where I need a touch of red, so I'm going to leave it. There we go. So I hope that you've enjoyed watching this. I'm going to get better at my urban sketching. When you have a good setup, you can be more detailed and pay more attention to your sketching. When you don't have a good setup, you're struggling. You're struggling with your setup more than you are trying to get a good sketch. And of course, that's not fun. But I'm pretty happy with this in the long run. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next page. Now, you're going to have to be patient with me while I take my camera out of the holder. There we go. Oh, let's go over. Yeah, I got company. Can't see for the shadows, can you? You can't see for the shadows. Get it out of the shadow. The lighting is not good. Lighting's not good. But there it is. There it is. There, maybe that's a little better. How fun that was to do. I will see you on the next sketch.